Today, you're building the one wilderness shelter that lets you keep a live fire burning inside it all night, the teepee. You'll learn where to place the door, how many poles it takes to raise it alone, and the one gap at the top that decides whether you stay warm or wake up gasping. Most shelters force the fire outside, so you lose its heat to the open air. A teepee flips that. The cone traps warmth around you, while smoke climbs straight up and out the top. That's why native peoples lived in these through brutal winters when a lean-to would have frozen them solid. Before you cut a single pole, feel which way the wind is blowing. This one check decides where your door goes, and getting it wrong will smoke you out by midnight. Face the door away from the wind so air feeds the fire gently instead of blasting it. You need roughly 12 to 15 straight poles, each about twice your height. Look for standing dead trees, dry, light, already seasoned. Instead of wrestling heavy green wood you'll never lift. Strip the branches clean so nothing snags. Here's the secret that makes this a one-person job. Start with 3 poles, not the whole bundle. Lay them together, lash them tight near the top, and leave long tails above the knot. Those 3 become your tripod, the skeleton everything else leans against. Now, walk the tripod upright by lifting the tied top and spreading the 3 feet into a wide triangle. Push the legs out until it stands on its own. Spread it too narrow and the finished shelter will be tall and tippy. With the tripod locked, drop the rest of your poles into the forks where the 3 tops cross. Space them evenly, but leave one wider gap for your door. Each new pole steadies the last, so the cone stiffens as you go. Take a long rope and wrap it several times around the crown where every pole meets. Pull it snug and let the loose end hang inside. You'll use it later. This single wrap turns leaning sticks into a frame that won't twist in a storm. Do not cover the very top. You must leave an open gap at the peak, the smoke hole. Or the smoke has nowhere to go and settles back down on you. That opening is the whole reason a fire indoors doesn't kill you. Now wrap your cover, canvas, tarp, or overlapping bark and boughs around the frame from the ground up. Work in a spiral so each layer overlaps like shingles, shedding rain outward. Leave that wide gap open for your door. Where the 2 edges meet at the front, pin them shut above the doorway with sharpened sticks. A loose seam lets in a cold draft that steals your heat all night. Close it tight and only the low door stays open. Kick a low ring of dirt, rocks, or snow against the bottom edge all the way around. This blocks the sneaky ground draft that makes a fire feel useless. Now the only air moving is fresh air feeding your flames. Build your fire small and dead center, under the smoke hole. A big roaring fire isn't warmer. It just fills the cone with smoke faster than the hole can clear it. A tidy hand-sized fire gives steady heat and clean air. If smoke starts pooling overhead, don't kill the fire. Open the smoke hole wider or crack the door. Fresh air low, hot smoke high. That balances the whole trick. The cold from the ground beats you before the air does. So pile a thick mattress of boughs or dry grass for your bed, skip it, and you'll shiver right next to a warm fire. Now step outside and look at what one person built in a day. The cone glowing softly, smoke curling out the peak, warm enough to sleep in a hard freeze. The warmest thing you can build isn't a bigger fire, it's a smarter roof over it. So while everyone else hugs a campfire and freezes, you'll be sleeping around your fire instead of beside it. Smug, toasty, and only slightly smoky. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.